Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I missed Saturday. The last, actually, few weeks have just been trying. And I have a feeling it's been that way for a whole lot of you, too. So, if not, and you're having the best time of your life, I am so happy for you. We are all getting ready to move into that, I hope. So, anyway, um, let's get into the actual reading part. Now, happy Monday. Um, I went to a consignment store yesterday that I wasn't planning on going to, and I found a whole bunch of mugs that were like $1 each. And so I ended up getting one for someone else and two for me. And one said, I don't need a motivational quote, I just need coffee. Well, it was too funny to pass up for $1. But when I looked at it this morning, I thought, and I'm going somewhere with this, um, I thought, I always want a motivational quote. That'll just be my funny, snarky mug for me in the evenings. But I always need something that is uplifting and positive, and I think we all do. I think when we get into that negative rut, and that's the message, because I was asking Spirit before starting, I'm like, what is the message? What is the vibe? Where are we going? And if we wallow in negativity and self-pity, and Lord knows we've got enough to wallow in, but it doesn't get us anywhere. So it instead, what the visual I'm actually getting right now, it's like not even swimming upstream, but it's sort of like you're walking and tripping on the rocks, trying to walk upstream in water up to your neck. It may feel counterintuitive, but if you relax into it and float, you may float backwards or feel like you're floating backwards. Because that goes against everything that I do. You know, I'm always trying to push forward, push forward, push forward. But what I'm hearing is it's okay to lean into the flow and the current. Trust Spirit to have your back. That's actually a really nice message. And I chose my heart mug today because, with all the constellations in it, because I just thought we all need to surround ourselves with loving energy. We all need to surround ourselves with not toxic, false positivity, because that is a real thing. Never allowed to have a bad day, never allowed to cry, never allowed to feel bad, whatever. Forget all that. The vibe and the message is, and we've had this one before, relax and stop fighting your life. Relax and stop fighting your life. If you don't like things in your life, change it. Change them. Start the planning process to know how. But sometimes you just have to let yourself be. Be in the emotion. Be in the moment. But then remember to step out of that emotion, to step out of that place. Because if you don't, you may get stuck there and it becomes a habit. And you don't want those, you don't want the feeling of continually drowning to be a habit. Love yourself. Love those around you. You don't have to like them or understand them, seriously. But just give them the room to be themselves, and you take care of your business. That's the message. Okay. Well, there we go. All right. For those of you who are not familiar with me, hi, I'm Holly. I'm a psychic medium. Yeah. So I'm an energy reader. I use tarot and oracle decks as a jumping off point because I just enjoy them. And because we are looking at coming from a place of gentleness and love for ourselves and others, I just get the sense like what they're showing me right now is like And when I say they, I mean spirit, guardians, guides, archangels, you know. When we all cross over and we end up on the other side and this particular incarnation is finished, the people that may have given you the biggest amount of grief or you had the biggest problem with, you may end up meeting and laughing and saying, huh, can you believe that? Wow, that was a tough lesson down there, or we thought so, huh? Psh, oh, well, that's over. How you doing? And, you know, it's what, and oh, I know where I'm going with that, or not where I'm going with it, because I never know until I push the little clicker button where we're entirely going with this. I have an idea, but they always surprise me. Spirit always surprises me. They're saying, this is a message for someone out there. If you are holding a grudge, it is time to drop that energy. It's not serving you. And in fact, it could be holding you back. So cut the cords, wish them well, like cauterize the wounds, you know, push light through on either side, ask the archangels to help you. But the more you hold a grudge, the closer you're holding that person or situation, whatever the situation might be, energy to you. And it then gets caught in like a web, you know, it gets caught in a web of your energetic field. And then do you really want to carry that around with you the rest of your life? It's hard as rock. Oh well, I don't have my little damp sponge here. All right, this one came out. So what we're going to do is just see what are the messages and the vibes. And that one came right off the top. If you do not let go of perceived slights, could be real, could be in your head. We don't know. We all see through the lens of our own experience. And, you know, yeah. So anyway, any negativity you harbor towards someone else is only holding you back. That's what I'm getting. Sorry. I know that's not a message everybody wants to hear or anyone wants to hear. I don't want to hear it. But, you know, it's true. Okay, so the card that came out, I'm going to put my glasses on. It's the 7 of coins. 7 of Pentacles. Oh. I think this is just reminding me, get out and water the plants today or they die. Just joking. This is a harvest card. This is things coming into fruition. Oh, thank you. It is about time. Okay, so we are moving into, it's sort of like that bell curve, you know, where, I'm sorry, my hair is just anyway. So a learning curve, a bell curve, whatever you want to call it, a curve. And happy Monday. All right. So, we have done the work, little train on the tracks, click, clack, up to the top. We're getting ready to take that tumble or that roll down, that ride down the track. And so even though it might make us a little nervous, harvest is coming. The fruition, you're going to bear fruit. It's coming soon, very soon. And it started this last weekend, I believe, with the onset of this full moon. That came up once before too, I think. I don't remember when. But the next month, and actually I'm hearing month and a half, is going to go like that. It's going to be so fast. It is going to be so incredibly fast, just like that roller coaster ride on the downslope, on the downhill. Just remember to breathe, catch your breath. It's going to feel like you're in for the ride of your life, but it's going to take you to wonderful places. It really will. All right, let's get some clarification. That was sloppy, but you want me to take the one on top? All right, and that one. Well, and that. Okay, you want me to take all of them? Got it. Great. Okay. I thought I was just being a sloppy shuffler, which I tend to be. All right. Well, there kind of is a theme here. I guess. What do you know? Spirit knows what they're doing after all. No. Yeah, I'm in the same yellow room I have been for the last couple of videos, but I'm on the other side of the room. And I love the color yellow, but it makes me look a little jaundiced, and it doesn't work for me. This, I am just on a ramble today. But anyway, so I think I may go back to my other location or just jump between the two. But I do like this space. It's good for this. And look what I found. Isn't that beautiful? I know. Okay. I know. I'm having the ultimate in squirrel moments. Squirrel, the Chevy Chase movie. Everybody loves that. All right. If not, Christmas Vacation. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's fun. Okay. Harvest. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to click off like, what is her deal today? She should have taken another day off. Anyway, so we are coming into harvest. We are getting ready to spiral and spin quickly. Okay. We are going to move fast. I knew I was feeling it, and I kept thinking, I can't go on a vacation right now. I can't go on a trip right now. I think it might happen sooner than I think and that you think, because if it's not for me, then it's for someone else. I think it's for a group in the collective, but I feel travel and I feel movement, but I don't think it's long term. So I think it's going, and I think someone's going to, this is an interesting read, and I'm jumping all over the place, and I feel the chaotic energy just within me jumping all over the place. Normally I'm very, anyway, it doesn't matter, but I feel like there's a young woman here. Her name's Adriana, something like that. It's in that range. Audrey, but that's not quite it. That's the chaos in my energy. Okay. So that's a character trait and a personality for her. She was she was 15 when she passed. I think it was an accident. It was nothing that she did. She was just being a goofy teenager, and she has dark hair, very bubbly and excitable. Her entire way of speaking was by tangent, speaking on a tangent. Okay, my energy is calming down now, so she was stepping in. That's what I was feeling. Okay, now I get it. I'm sorry. I am going to go over these cards, but let's take care of what's going on here first. Adriana. I think it's Adriana. And have you passed? I mean, have you crossed? Of course have you moved on? She's laughing. She thinks that's funny. Recently. She didn't at first, but she has recently transitioned. She hasn't been gone too terribly long. What do you need, Adriana? What is it that you need? Why are you here, honey? Why are you here? Oh, thank you. What a sweet message. Because she recently transitioned and she realizes that there are so many turbulent and chaotic energies for people right now. She just wants to come in and remind people to smile, because that shifts your vibration. And in my old lady arrogance, I was like, well, isn't that sweet? The wisdom of a teenager telling us to smile, everything will be okay. But she's right, and she's wise. All of her tangents in life were because she had so many downloads coming in all the time. Yeah, thank you. She's like, yeah. People thought she was just flighty and goofy when she was just getting message after message after message. And sometimes it caused her to almost feel like she was fracturing. And that's why her life was so short. Adriana is saying, when you smile, you don't have to laugh. If you can, great, but just smiling. Close your eyes and smile, or look at something and see the innate beauty of it, and it will change your vibration. It will elevate your vibration. And when you smile, it changes your energetic field. It changes your aura. I'm going to call this the wisdom of Adriana. She was a 15-year-old when she passed. I feel like it was some kind of auto accident. But she was a remarkable old soul. And all souls are old, you know, it's just how many times they incarnate or what kind of levels or messages or, you know. But some do seem, you have to admit, some seem younger than others. But she was misunderstood. And she was just bubbly and smiled all the time. Thank you. And that's her message. So when in doubt, find your inner power and strength through something as easy as a smile. Okay, thank you. What a sweet message. And I have to admit, I do feel calmer now. Okay, now let's get back to the cards. Yeah, things are coming in fast. So the biggest shift started this last weekend. We'll move through August 3rd, I think. August 3rd feels big. August 3rd and 4th feels really important. But then it's still going to be another like almost month and a half. Life-changing decisions and recognitions are going to happen. And I feel like it's positive, even if it doesn't always feel like it at the time. It will be positive because it's going to lead you to the place you need to be. And we have the Chariot again. This is a fast card, and whenever I see a snow leopard, and for me, that's an emotional and psychological protector. So, yeah. I'm hearing keep your wits about you. If you need to just coast on that water, float on that raft for a minute, okay. You'll know when to jump off and swim. But the things are going to move so fast and so quickly, you may need to stop sometimes just to catch your breath. And that's okay. And then we have the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. Stable, settled. I feel like this is and I'm hearing that this is an energy, not necessarily representative of a person this time, but of an energy of stability and strength. So wherever you're going, whatever harvest you're bringing in, it is bringing with it stability and strength. Now this starts to move into a situation, and I think this is a situation. So whatever King of Pentacles, stability, strength, groundedness that you're looking for, you're going to find it pretty soon, because if you're not already there, the Ace of Cups, Dove of Peace, we had that last week too. Dove of Peace, the Lotus, Heart, Cup overflowing with love. A decision is about to be made. So a decision is about to be made for those of you who are already in a situation, and for those of you who are not, then I feel like it's coming in. All right, but you might have to make the decision first to be open to possibilities. All right, and then we have the Four of Wands. So celebration, celebration, coming into union, cohesiveness, and cohesion. Being on the same page, not just on the reading the same book and being on the same page. Okay. And I feel like that also involves community and incorporating community into whatever is happening. But those who are not on board, or those who are staying in that negative cesspool of just being horrible people, they're going to drift away from you. They will drift away from you because it is time for them to drift away from you. And that's why you have to stop fighting that stream, fighting that current, rather. Stop fighting your own life. And I'm not telling you what to do. This is a general reading. You do what you want to do. And this will not resonate for everyone. So for those of you who are like, hey, I'm in my groove. I'm happy where I am. My life is great. I don't want to rock any boats. You are golden. You are perfect. Good for you. If you are unsettled and you can feel change coming and you're not sure where it's coming from, take a deep breath, relax, because things are going to move quickly. All right. And the people who need to be around you will come to you, and you'll find all of a sudden you'll be moved to go to whatever location, and then you'll meet the people you're supposed to be around, or the ones who are not meant to be around you will start drifting away. Let them go. Okay. Everyone has free will. If it means enough to someone, then they stay around. If they don't, you haven't lost anything. All right, Page of Cups. And I always chuckle at this card because usually you think of a page as young and the newbie and just at the beginning. So because this is an older man holding with joy and a smile his cup of love, I feel like that's got an RE. So maybe during a retrograde, I think we've got a retrograde coming up. If we didn't just go into one, maybe. I know there's a retrograde. Somebody check. I know there's a retrograde coming up at some point soon. So because I clearly saw the RE, so it's either renewing, renewal, or retrograde, or something with an RE in it related to this. So regeneration. It could also be regret. But one way or the other, you are on a fast track to your life, happiness in your life, joy, just all things wonderful. It could involve travel for some of you, not all of you. Some of you, it's going to be a relationship that's a personal relationship. Not for all of you. For some of you, it's going to be finding that community and getting truly to a place of trust within that community with the people around you. Well, that was a little nebulous. Even though there is some specific dates and timelines and things like that, it still feels a little scattered and a little, But Adriana was right, and that was, I think, the most important part of this. Change your energy and change your vibe with something as simple as a smile. All right, let's take a look at the Spirit Ally cards. That's not what they're called. They're just, what are they called? Spirit something. Oh, the Spirit Animal Pocket Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I always just call them allies, you know. All right. Now, what is the message? What animal ally or what energy wants to walk with us today? Or fly with us, as the case may be. What energy wants to be with us today as we navigate the waters? Frog spirit. I always think, when Adriana was talking, I was thinking of, frogs. Because that's the message of frogs frequently. those two, now two came out on their own. This one, and then there were these three. Okay. So the first one that came out was my little pig mouse. It's not a pig mouse. I just think its face looks like a pig. Every time this card, I'm like, oh, a pig. And I'm like, oh, no, it's got a, no, that's a mouse. So tend to the small things. And by the small things, that means tend to your, and you're not a small thing. You're not a small thing, but tend to the small things in your life, as in brush your hair. And I did, believe it or not. You know, if, you know, you haven't vacuumed and it's getting on your nerves, just do it. That's a small thing. It won't take you long, and then you feel better. Get the laundry done. Do the mundane things that add up if you don't stay on top of it. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. But also, mice are fast. They actually are kind of fast, but they get turned around really easily. Case in point, I have this little shed where I keep my lawnmower and stuff, and I always knock on the door because when I open it up, there used to be mice. I haven't seen them lately, so I think a weasel is somewhere and a hawk is getting them. But cycle of life, y'all, you know. As long as they're not in the house. So I knock on the door of the little shed because I'm like, scatter, I don't want to see you. And so there was one that was right inside the door when I opened it one time, even after I knocked. And instead of running away from me, it ran at me. So the neighbors got a big guffaw out of that because I was like, you know, and screaming and running backwards. So yeah, I did that. So don't get confused. Don't get turned around. And it's not all about, like the mouse was probably thinking, she's after me, and thought it was all about the mouse, but it really wasn't. It was actually in that moment I was making it all about me because I was scared of this little tiny creature. But yet chipmunks I adore. I know. And squirrels. So it's just the context, I guess, because they're fast and they move at you. At least the other two seem like they have the presence of mind to run away from you. Anyway. All right. So the next one's armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Koala spirit. Have a plan, even if the plan is to stop and breathe and smile and then regroup. Bee spirit. Sweet results await. I am telling you all, it's coming fast. We are moving fast. The next month and a half is going to fly by. Now, these two are off to themselves. Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. And then the wombat. Be at home. Now, that doesn't mean you have to isolate and shelter in place and all that kind of stuff. What it does mean is that be at home in your own life. And again, that message of don't run away. Don't run away from your life and don't fight your life. Embrace it. Because you don't want to wake up one day and wonder, oh, where did the time go? And all the what ifs. Okay? This was the most random hodgepodge of stuff. Tomorrow should be much better. I am going to... okay. First, I'm going to drink some more of my coffee that I let sit and get cold. But I hope you all are well. Be safe. Be careful. The energy for this week, I do feel like is... take care of yourself. Get your stuff in order. Get everything lined up. Do all the mundane things that you know you need to do. If you got to go to the pharmacy, if you got to go to the grocery, whatever it is, get your stuff together, because I would say even by the end of this week, it's going to fly and we are going to be just feel like we're running a race. We're not. But that's what it's going to feel like, because things are going to roll so quickly and ramp up so quickly. All right. Get ready. But I do think it's going to be good. I really do. I think it's going to be good. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And take care of yourselves. And I will see you tomorrow with all the love and gratitude I can offer. All right. It's time to see if my little tiny clicker works. All right. Bye, everybody.